Alrighty, what's up everyone? We are live. Sorry I'm a little late. There was an issue. I couldn't find something that was very important, but luckily that has been found. So, yeah, we're good to go. So what we're going to do is this is unfortunately the season finale. Westlake will be the only NCAA Dynasty for, whatchamacallit, for NCAA. So we get a contract extension, which is good. We just won our second national championship in 3 years. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate 5 years in the future. We're going to see where all of our players like get drafted, pretty much. So that's what we're going to do in this live stream. Okay, the camera actually looks good. I thought it didn't, but I'm wrong. So I'm going to put it in the links in the Discord, and we can begin. So first is players leaving. This is definitely going to be the saddest one, is Eric Fisher is one of those players leaving. We're going to look at career stats first, because we got to look at Eric Fisher's career stats. We just have to. Okay, YouTube was being annoying with like the Discord, so well, I guess we got new coordinators and they have a lot of upgrades available. So let's start with that. Lovie Smith. I guess matchup. We have Curtis Andrews and Ryan Horn. Andrews is a level 36. How is that possible? Oh, wait, no, I'm still confused. I'm still very confused. Um, oh, that's the maximum amount of upgrades we can do. So he's basically maxed out. Curtis Andrews, he is pretty darn good. So we have a maxed out offensive coordinator. Our defensive coordinator, I don't think, isn't quite maxed. But that's still pretty good. Alrighty, there we go. Our defensive coordinator's almost maxed out. Alright, it's just not letting me send the link. Oh, there we go. I think it'll work now. So, let's start with career stats before we do anything. Because I do definitely want to see those. So, let me just make sure I can hear myself. Okay, I can hear myself fine. So I'll do the stats in just a second. Alrighty, so David Berardineo hasn't gotten the most playing time as backup, so we won't really go over backup's career stats, but Eric Fisher, very important player to go over. The face of this channel, two-time O'Brien Award winner, one-time Maxwell Award winner. He should have 2 Heismans, but this game is dumb. Over 15,000 passing yards, 172 touchdowns, which is the most ever, and only 23 interceptions. Running in 2 seasons, Darius Shrub, 2,317 yards and 19 touchdowns. Eric Fisher, 25 rushing touchdowns. So Eric Fisher has a career total of 197 touchdowns. That's almost 50 a season, which is incredible. Kyle Davis, over 100 catches. Law, over 100. Barnes, over 100. Bush, almost 100. Quayshawn Law and Kyle Davis in 2 seasons have over 2,000 yards. Daniel Barnes in 3 has over 1,000, and Kyle Busch in 3. And basically 1 because his first 2 he didn't start. over 1,000 yards. Bush, 28 touchdowns. Barnes, 11. Law, 10. Davis, 23. Not too worried about the blocking stats. Defensively, Matt Fox currently has the most tackles. Sacks, we have a bunch of sacks. Obviously, this year we got a lot of sacks. 25 from Mr. White. What's up, you boy Trey? Welcome to the stream. White, 25. Landry, 21. Claude Slaughter, 12. And all of those were this year, too, yeah. Steve Cleveland, 11. Dustin Smith, 11. Matt Fox, 11. Billy Ashley, 6. Interceptions, 13 from Melvin Washington. 7 from Wright. 5 from Ashley. And Ace Gables as a freshman. Really good freshman year. Brent Charles in 2 seasons. What's good, your boy, AP85? Welcome to the stream, AP. Brent Charles, 147 extra point attempts and 146 makes in just 2 seasons. That's incredible. Alrighty. Moment of truth. We did promise Eric Fisher that he would be a first-round pick. And he is a first-round pick. And Melvin Washington is also a first-round pick. Matt Brown wants to transfer. Please, no. Please, no. That's not good at all, because he was a 4-star, and he was going to start. So, that's kind of dumb. We do want to keep Kyle Busch. Undecided, okay. Yes, okay, so we get Kyle Busch. So, Eric Fisher and Melvin Washington are going to be first-round picks. All teams, okay. So, no juniors are going to be first-round picks, really. Look at all these transfers. But Matt Brown is the big one, so that is really terrible for us. Because he was going to be really good next year. So, whoever first-round pick's going to be. Let's take a look. We got Kyle Busch to say, of course. Alright, Eric Neal, Lamar Kelly, Jonathan Poland, Nick Barely, Joel Frederick, Melvin Washington, Eric Fisher, Simon Malloy, Garrett Jordan, Dan Jordan. The worst time for me, LOL. I mean, you just got here, didn't miss. Melvin Washington and Eric Fisher are probably going to be first-round picks. But unfortunately, Matt Brown did transfer. He's going to Louisville. He was going to start next year at middle linebacker to replace Aaron Burns, which is not good for us. Dan Jordan, Isaac Smith, Rick Miles, Paul Rivero, Derek Patterson. He should not have won Heisman. Travis Kelly, Carlos Turner, Frank James, Daniel Graham, Marcus Abrams, P.J. Williams, Andre Jordan, Justin Roberson have to help unloading the RV rip. Kelvin Dixon, Mark Reed, Danny Wilson, Mark Howe, Warren Giordi, Brian Morris, Reggie Belly. But you'll be back, cool. Clayton Johnson. Oh, no, that's round 2. Okay. So, let's go back to us. Let's see all the other players graduating. Chris Wright, Kevin Horn, Damon Downs, Tommy Randall, Matt Fox, Shannon Hall, Calvin Wilson, Steve Cleveland, Clinton Warren, Joe King, Aaron Burns, they're all graduating, and Fisher and Washington are going to get picked. So it's fun seeing players that we've recruited becoming draft picks, as all of the players who have become draft picks so far have not been recruits, definitely. So Illinois year 5. Illinois year 5. We may have to do this stream in 2 parts just because it might be too long. I'm not entirely sure. So, it would be fun to play with Eric Fisher in Madden 25. That would be pretty interesting. I'd be curious to see his overall. Yeah, but I might want to do 2 parts because it's going to be a while. So, we officially get to see if Fisher and Washington are first-round picks. I believe that they will be, and they are. Melvin Washington and Eric Fisher get picked in round number 1. So that is it for Eric Fisher's career. Sad day in America. We have 2 players who want to transfer. Ben Joseph, tight end, and Scott Nixon, tight end. What's good, NBA Legends? Welcome to the stream, bud. But we'll bring them both in. Cindy, no. No, Cindy, no. Get out. Sorry about that. But certainly losing Matt Brown to transfer is definitely going to be a killer. Not that we're going to play, it would just be nice to, keep him. Let's make NBA Legends a mod. Why not? So, I'm going to do recruiting for this offseason just because I've been recruiting all these guys really hard. I think there's, 4 guys that I want to, get. We get 1,000 XP for first-rounders with Fisher and Washington. Both great players in this series. Obviously, Eric Fisher has become the face of this whole channel. So, the players I want are John McTaggart, Donald Madison, Micah Fleming, and Devin Rust. Not too worried about these two too much. Maybe I'll give them some points. These are commits so far, only 6. So, not a lot. So, John McTaggart, I'm going to give 4,000 to. A little worried that we're not going to get him. Certainly concerning, because we might not get any of these guys, because we're sort of evenly distributing the points. Are McTaggart and Madison the same position? They both can throw. They both can also cover. Okay, so these two are like identical twins, so we might have to choose one, and it's definitely more likely we get McTaggart. So we're going to give him 6,500 points, and we're not going to worry about Donald Madison. I would love to get Madison, but I think it's more likely we would get Mr. John McTaggart. Micah Fleming, there are also a lot of teams going after him. So I'll give him like at least 4,500. No, I'll give him 5,000 just to be safe. Back for like 2 minutes. Eric Fisher and Washington were indeed first-round picks, and we got 2 transfer requests from tight ends. One of them's from Louisville, so it is kind of nice to get revenge because we did steal Matt Brown. Alright, cool. And Devin Rust, I'm confident if I give it like 3,500. And then the remaining points, we might just give to Donald Madison, because why not? I mean, we might as well. How many do we have left? 500. It's not worth it to give him 500. One of these two? What is their lock percentages? 52, 51. So, oh jeez. I'll just give McTaggart another 500. Okay. So McTaggart's getting 7,000. Michael Fleming's getting 4.5 thousand, and Devin Rust is getting 3.5 thousand, and Donald Madison is getting nothing. Do a Madden 25. I'm definitely gonna do Eric Fisher from Madden 19, but maybe I'll try him on Madden 25 too. That'll be fun. I kind of want to do something for 18, but Madden 19 isn't. It does come out in only 2 months, so I guess no Eric Fisher for a whole 2 months. That is pretty sad. That we won't have Eric Fisher until potentially August. I'm not entirely sure. I'm definitely going to do something for Madden 19 with Eric Fisher. I'll try to do something for 18. I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay, so Devin Rust, Micah Fleming, and John McTaggart all commit. Perfect. Donald goes to Ohio State. Okay. Yeah, I didn't give him any points. So, we did what we needed to do. So, we got the 3 players I wanted. So, that's good. How many points off were we away from Madison? Because we didn't give him anything. We weren't going to get Jones. Fleming's not by a lot. Devin Rust by 340. McTaggart by a lot. Madison. So, Ohio State didn't give him any points. So, if we took 2,000 away from, like, John McTaggart and gave it to Madison, then we probably could have got him. That makes me kind of sad. The guys we got before signing day were Kyle Jackson, Robert Mayfield, Scott Mullins, Kyle Webster, James Fagan, and the #1 athlete in the country, Rich Harris. I don't know if I want to start Rich Harris at quarterback or not, because I do want to see if he can chase Fisher's records. So I kind of want to start him. Position changes. Okay. Alrighty, I know we have, I think McTaggart and Harris might be our only athletes. Yeah, Rich Harris is definitely a quarterback. He's an 81 receiver, though. Really? He's so good at quarterback, though. And we're pretty good at receiver. Yeah, he's our quarterback. McTaggart can also play quarterback, but I feel him more as a defensive back. We already have so many 3 safeties, though. We have so many talented safeties. Like, look at Ace Gables all the way down there. Isn't Rooney better at a different position? Oh, he's not? Wide receiver. And what about Gray? Is he better at corner? Nope. Oh, geez. This is very challenging, you guys. Very, very challenging. We need to put someone at corner. Is McTaggart that bad at cornerback? 73. Yeah, that's not pretty. Maybe Gables or Fagan. 68. No. Yeah. We have so many good safeties, but no good corners. 74. Can David Barrett play corner? No, he can't. Can any of our receivers play corner? No. No. Nope. Kyle Davis can, but he's only 70. Maybe one of these guys. That'd be nice if one of these guys can. No. Miller? No. Dilly? No. Andrew Jackson? Jeez Louise. So I guess I gotta put like Joe Rooney at corner. No, he's a 67. I think Gray was better at corner, wasn't he? 69? What were these guys again? 69. Gables was a 68. What about Rich Harris? Why don't we try him? Nope. I think I'll actually go with him at receiver and McTaggart at quarterback. And maybe we'll start John McTaggart. Even though I've sort of had my heart set on Rich Harris. Jeez Louise, guys. This is really a business. So I guess we'll put Gray there? Because we need someone who's, like, promising. Like, Charles Benson, Sam Hunt, I don't really care about. One of these guys? Greco's a 66. Yeah, no, okay. I'll just go with what I did. Okay, that's fine. Alright, training results. One of the funnest parts of the offseason. Very curious to see, especially corner, with Mr. Ryan Gray. Okay, we'll go by position. David Barrett is a 95. AO is an 87. I am stumped with David Barrett or John McTaggart, but I really want to go with McTaggart. Shrub is a 90. Bailey is an 89. Darius Young, I completely forgot about him. He's an 81. Barnes, 93. Law, 89. Davis, 88. Rich Harris, 81, I think. Kyle Busch, 95. He's not going to play. Russell Richardson, 88. Wow, that's a big upgrade. Kyle Red, 95. No right guards. Joseph Hodges, 84. Man, we're going to have some really... We're going to have these two starting on our own line. Oh, dear. We got to get some offensive linemen. We only have 3 who actually have talent. Doug White, 89. James Landry, 86. Claude Slaughter, 87. Dustin Smith, 84. Billy Ashley, 91. Eddie Greco, 84. Barrett Ball, who's going to start, 82. Paul Tyson, 84. Hunter, 81. Gray, 75. I don't really care about Sam Hunter's development, so he's going to be number 4. Gray's going to be number 3. And the freshman, Devin Russell, is going to be number 2. Joe Rooney's going to start at 3 safety. Ace Gables is going to start at strong safety. And James Fagan will redshirt. Charles, 89. Hand, 87. We need a new punter, too. Okay. So, this team is pretty stacked at safety, but definitely needs offensive line. Definitely needs maybe a tight end, too. Because Bush is a senior. Cut players, we need to cut 6. Vincent Williams, who committed to West Virginia, Mike Johnson, who committed to Michigan State. Who are these guys that are committing to other schools but are on our roster? Oh, no, I don't really want to cut Ryan Bass. I'll cut Matt Jackson. Oh, Bass is a senior. Oh, I kind of wish I didn't. Oh, well. That's tough. Custom conferences, not really going to touch anything. Same with custom schedules. I'm not even really going to do recruiting. I'm just going to simulate at this point to see what happens to everyone. That's the only point of the stream. It's going to take a while to simulate, though, which is why I'm thinking of doing it in 2 parts. Like, maybe one this weekend, one next weekend. That's what I might do. It's sad knowing that we don't have Eric Fisher anymore. It's just, it feels weird. So I really think I'm going to start John McTaggart, see how it goes. If it doesn't work well, then maybe we'll just go with David Barrett. David Barrett, the #1 overall athlete in the country who's never started a game. That would be pretty sad. Because I want to see how close he can get, John McTaggart can get to Fisher's records. He's probably not going to break them because Eric Fisher's pretty unique. Number 10, what? Alrighty, I'm definitely going to touch the depth chart. Actually, let's do redshirting first. There's a bunch of players we need to redshirt. I'm just curious to see how many players want to come. Top prospects. Last year we didn't have any. But we still got the #1 athlete in the country. And John McTaggart, who was really good too. So every year we've gotten like a top 10 prospect. Every single year. First year was Fisher. Second year was Barrett. Third year was Doug White. The year before that it was Darius Young. John Thomas. Andrew Porter. Derek Collins. Adam Holloway. A lot of receivers and athletes. Defensive tackle. That's a need. Alright, so let's look at needs. Quarterback isn't a need, but a lot of guys do want to come. But we don't need them. O-line, definitely a need. None of the guards. Center of a #1 center, Nick Webb, okay. We need a middle linebacker. Jared Nichols, we need a corner. Jim White. We don't need safeties. But #1 free safety doesn't even want to come. Okay, so I'll just let CPU do the rest, honestly. How do I change that, though? I think it's in here somewhere. Nope. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, I'm done. I want everything on auto because I don't want... Because I want, like, the game to still do it. Where's, like, points, though? Only OGs remember the Chuck Cunningham Road to Glory in the Temple Dynasty back in the days. RMP, do you know how to, like, do, like, auto points so the game automatically puts in points for the recruits? Because maybe you know how to do it. Ugh, 74, yuck. 80, offensive tackle, big need. Come on, Jim, be good. 78, he's a baller. Jim White, he's going to start as a true freshman. If we get him. Hold up, let me look it up. Alright, I'll just do redshirting while you look it up. Okay, so, quarterback. John McTaggart's going to get redshirted and start as a redshirt freshman. Not going to redshirt Shrub. Will redshirt Scott Mullins. Wide receiver. Will redshirt Rich Harris. Tight end. They already plan on redshirting Ben Joseph, which is swell. Why is that one guy an All-American? Scott Nixon? I don't even know who he is. And he's an All-American. Like, what? Oh, we got Micah Fleming. I forgot. He needs to start day one. Kyle Jackson. I forgot about him. And Kyle Webster. Okay, so we don't need a defensive tackle, actually. That's good. Tyler Yates. Don't know who he is, but he's a 70. David Barrett will finally start. Running back. I want Darius Young, even number 2. Fullback is fine. Receiver. Swap those two. I don't really care about John West. I'd rather TJ Miller and Dilly play than John West. Tight end is Kyle Busch. That is going to be someone else. Kyle Busch is an 83 offensive lineman, but then we wouldn't have a tight end. Yeah, no one else can play tight end. Left guard, Russell Richardson. Center, Kyle Redd. Right guard, Micah Fleming. Right tackle, Joseph Hodges. Doug White, James Landry, Claude Slaughter, Dustin Smith, Billy Ashley, Barrett Ball. No, not Eddie Greco. Wait, what? What am I doing? No. Barrett Ball. And then Barrett Ball is going to start instead of Eddie Greco. Perfect. Paul Tyson. I'd rather Ryan Gray. Perfect. 3 safeties going to be Joe Rooney. No, not Ace. And then strong safety is going to be Ace. Kicker is going to be Charles. Punter is going to be Jonathan Hand. And I don't really care about the kick returners. Couldn't find an article, Rip. I know there's some way to do it. Maybe I'll sim a week and see if it works. Custom schedule, I don't really care. Northwestern, would you look at that? I know there's a way to do it, yeah. Alright, that schedule's fine. Mid-Tennessee State, Houston, and Northwestern. The rivalry. I guess on their senior day. Hopefully we beat them. So we need offensive line, cornerback, middle linebacker, and that's pretty much it. And tight end. Tight end's a huge need. So we have a bunch of holes and a bunch of positions we're deep at. Hopefully win a couple of natties. We don't have Fisher, but we're going to start David Barrett this year. If he declares, then I'd be glad to let him go so we can start John McTaggart. I have a feeling he won't, though. And even so, I'll probably start John McTaggart when he's a redshirt freshman anyway. I want to see how close he can get to Fisher's records, because they're pretty unbreakable. I think he broke 5 of the 6 Illinois records. What about AO? AO is the one who unfortunately gets screwed because he can't play any other positions. The reason why he's been the backup the last 2 years is because David Barrett wasn't redshirted the first year. So, yeah, AO just got unlucky. Should not have chosen our team. Herb Street's going to pick Illinois because he's smart. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not going to give out any points. I'm not going to give out any scholarships. I'm going to see what the CPU does. Who are these two? I guess the game put them on. Are there any tight ends? 2. One of them sucks. The other one is actually pretty good. Offensive line is fine. Middle linebackers 4. Cornerback, there's 1 who we need to get. Jim White. The game better get him. Click options. Oh, with the X. No. If that's what you were talking about, then rip. Rip. Is there anything in here? It's not one of these. Alright, I'll just sim a week and see what happens. Hopefully it works. Recruiting strategy. Yeah, that's what it might be. It doesn't say, like, give out points. But I turned everything on, which is CPU. So I'll check if the CPU gives out points. Probably going to blow them out. 35-23, that's all? Come on, defense. I bet one of the best defenses in the country. We're losing Melvin Washington, and that's, like, pretty much it. Oh, we're losing, like, all of our secondary. Melvin Washington, well, we're losing, like, half of our secondary. And middle linebacker, which was supposed to be an upgrade, but Matt Brown is a traitor, so... Yeah, and other than that, we're not really losing much on defense. Oh, that's tough. Tough indeed. Yeah, this game takes so long to simulate, I might have to do it in 2 parts. The stream. Because it's literally going to take, like, 5 hours to do this, and I don't really want to stream for 5 hours. Oh, wow, instant commit much. Let's hope this works. So, Jason Stover's already committed. That's pretty good. I was never able to insta commit anyone before, but when I turn it on auto, apparently it works. You back home yet? Yeah, I'm home. That's how... Okay, so the CPU did give out points. Perfect. Yeah, I got home a couple hours ago. I've recorded Westlake. Yeah, CPU gives out points. Perfect. Is it giving it to that corner? Alright, I will. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, CPU. BRB, okay, cool. Lucky number 8 now. That's cool. Yeah, I'm probably just going to do this in 2 parts. We're going to probably simulate 2 seasons today and 2 seasons, like, next weekend. That might be what I do. Because, like, I want to do it all now, but at the same time, it's going to take so long. We'll see how this season goes and next season. And then we'll decide from there. Motorcycle in the background. Nick Webb is ready to visit. Okay, that's good. Still number 8. Yeah, so the CPU has recruiting pretty much in the bag, so that's good. They know what they're doing. Yeah, the CPU looks like they really know what they're doing. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get that gym guy. That's cool. There's probably something else in recruiting strategy, though, like positions. Quarterback low, running back low. Pretty much offense low, except for O-line. Yeah, that's good. You're back, okay. You haven't missed anything. Alrighty, so we're 1-0, gonna play Houston. How did David Barrett do? Just curious. 312 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick, so not bad. Yeah, CPU, I think the CPU has it in the bag, so that's good. Shrub, 72. Oh, David Barrett had more rushing yards than Shrub, okay. Receiving. Why doesn't it have anyone for receiving? Did no one catch a pass? Okay, lost 65. Okay, cool. Tackles. Anyone. Chauncey Perez at 29. Sacks. No one got a sack. And remember how our defense was like sack machines? We got no sacks against Middle Tennessee State. Dear goodness. Is David Barrett of Heisman Watch? I doubt it. Darius Shrub is, though. That's interesting. Okay. I know Shrub is good, but I didn't know he was that good to be in the Heisman watch. So hopefully we run the ball a lot. Alright, I'm going to send him to week 8. Hopefully it doesn't take 15 minutes. Wow, we blew out Houston. 51-10. She wins. Yeah, I'm just hoping this doesn't take 25 hours to simulate. I wish it was like the Madden Cloud franchise where it would just like, it takes quick, the grind continues. Yeah, this is certainly a grind. Already at Michigan State. Okay. Fun, 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 fun. Do we win? At a ranked opponent, we might not. No, we'll win. We're good. We're good. We lose by 1. Oh, that's so tough. We only lost by 1. Darn it. That's not good. Oh, well. If I played, we would have won. Wow, rip. Rip indeed. Alright, Pitt. No doubt that I would have won. Yeah, I would have won. Alright, we should beat Pitt. We beat them 70-3 last year, so light work with Fisher. David Barrett's no Eric Fisher. He's good, but not as good. Come on, Pitt should be light work. Pitt should be easy. Easy peasy light work. Come on. Don't you dare lose to Pitt at home. Okay, 48-24. That's not as good as last year by any means. But, you know, you take what you can get without the greatest college football player of all time, who has 0 Heismans because this game does drugs. Yet Darius Shrub, who was good, but nowhere near as good as Fisher, might win Heisman. Obviously, I'd like to see him win one. David Barrett compared to Eric Fisher is straight trash. As much as I love David Barrett, which, I mean, I love Eric Fisher way more, you're kind of right. And that's not hating on David Barrett, because he was the #1 player in his class. We didn't get that many players that year. All we really got was David Barrett, Kyle Busch, Billy Ashley. That's pretty much it. Eric Fisher, best college football player without a Heisman. Probably just best college football player ever. 2 natties, 197 total touchdowns, including rushing. Come on, beat Louisville. This should be light work. Haha, Matt Brown lost. You suck, Matt Brown. You are going to get a lot of playing time this year. It's not like you just rode the bench. We redshirted you. We had a plan for you. Lovey's plan. Lovey knows what he's doing. Gotta trust him. You gotta trust the process, Matt Brown. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go a little sketch action. Why not? Dance party. Because we just beat Louisville, #9 Notre Dame. We're probably like #12. Or something in that area. We're probably going to lose. I'm going to say 28-34 L. Come on. Beat the Fighting Irish. Beat the Fighting Irish. Beat the Fighting Irish. The Irish. Oh, they're still like reevaluating. Alright, here we go. Beat the Irish. 42-35. Let's go. Let's go, boys. David Barrett putting the team on his back. Just kidding. He's not that good compared to Fisher. Imagine if David Barrett was the face of a channel instead of Fisher. That'd be weird. Like, if we didn't get Eric Fisher, they win and win and win with me. Could have done it even without Fisher. Fighting Irish would be light work. Love his plan. What's good, Young Cat Wild? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, you are very good at making songs, my friend. Yesterday, I started, like, making lyrics for a music video. It's gonna be really cringy. But it's gonna be really funny, too. It's like a remix of another song, which isn't the most prestigious. How's everyone? Everyone is doing great. How are you today, Mr. Young Cat Wild? Hopefully your day is as good, if not even better than mine. Trying to sound like AP out here. Hey, that's what goats do. That's what goats indeed do. Oh, that's just my my other voice. My alter ego. Even though it's pretty clear I'm also a goat. Like, that's not even an alter ego. That's more of like, how would I say it? Lovie Smith is now level 30. Fun. Jim White, the cornerback, commits. So does Jared Nichols. I think this might be just this week. And Jermaine Thompson. Wow, the CPU is actually doing a really good job. Shout out to them. They're doing better than me. I've only gotten like 10 recruits a year the past 2 years, and we're number 3. And Iowa is number 6. Oh, dear. Just CPU doesn't give out max points, but they're still doing their thing. Did all those guys just commit this week, or... I don't know if they've committed this week. Julian Jenkins, I don't know who he is, but he actually looks pretty good. Goes to Old Dominion. Why would you want to go there? But we get a middle linebacker, which we desperately need. We get 2, which we need 2 because we're a 3-4. And Billy Ashley's a senior. So those 2 might start, definitely. Hashtag college game day. I want to play this game so bad right now. But I just can't. Because we're simulating. Who is number 1 and 2? Ohio State and Miami. Would you look at that? 2 teams that were up there for a while. Stanford, VT, Iowa, Georgia Tech. Kentucky is back on top. Remember a couple years ago, they were like number 3 with Ronnie Hall. And now they're doing still really well. How about Heisman watch? David Barrett and Darius Shrub in consideration in the mix? Nope. Brandon Carey, Bobby Miles, Adam Newby, Jeff Lowe, and Morris Wood. Oh dear. Alrighty, let's give Lovie Smith his upgrade quickly. Sure. So Lovie Smith is now at level 30. That's pretty darn good. Hopefully he can get up to level 56, but I sort of doubt that. David Barrett, let's see how he's doing. 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Ayo DeSimo, 0 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. Darius Shrub, 5.3 yards a carry, not terrible. None of the receivers have really been insane. Davis, not too bad. Kyle Busch, not great. I used my tight ends a lot in this game, yet the tight end, Westlake, hasn't done anything yet, so... Sacks. We have 3 sacks! Where is Doug White? Doug White has 0 sacks. He led the league last year, and this year he has none. Like, what? What is this game? What is Ayo's overall? I believe he's an 87? If I'm not mistaken. As a redshirt junior? Yeah, 87. So I might just simulate to the end of the season. We don't really have anything else to do. Just a lot of simulating. Big Ten Championship, hopefully make it. Do we beat Iowa? I don't think we will. Wow, we won by 25. She whiz. 52 points. David Barrett outdid himself. What a performance. It's just, can we get sacks? We have 3 sacks in our first 6 games. Usually I get 3 sacks in like the first half. Not the first half of the season. In the first half of the game. So this game just does not like to get sacks for me. Low pass blocking slider on CPU much, am I right? Yeah, I'm just kidding. I've made the difficulty a little harder for Westlake, but also Westlake is nowhere near as talented, so that's also part of the reason why they're probably going to be like 3-9 this year. Not even. Man, you play on Xbox, I have this game on PS3. Yeah, for NCAA I play on Xbox, never than that I play on PS4. Nope, Barrett got injured, Ayo carried, make Ayo the starter. At the midway point, Ayo DeSimo 50% completion percentage, 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. That's not too pretty. I didn't even throw an interception with him. But then again, I like never throw interceptions in this game. Or maybe the CPU's interception slider is really low. Who knows? Is there a bigger conspiracy here that we just don't know? Maybe. Maybe. Already at Nebraska, they're unranked. This should be light work. Light work. This should be light work. AO carries every time, specifically IRL. Yeah, he might carry that Illinois basketball team. Because they don't have much other talent. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. Another 52-pointer. Just instead, we allow one extra point to Nebraska instead of Iowa. Can't wait to get home and play NCAA. Yeah, I know. It was... Before, like, today, I haven't played since Thursday. So, that's a good, like, 70 hours of not playing. And it's pretty challenging because all I've done the past month is record Illinois, literally. Just so we could start Westlake up. And I have not played Fortnite today. Mainly because I've only been home for 2 hours, but still. All I did was Westlake and this. That's pretty much it. Alright, Wisconsin, this should be easy. This should be easy. We're 7-1. This should be an easy dub at home against the team that we beat last year. I think we probably killed them. Not entirely sure. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. Come on, easy dubs. Easy dubs. Easy dubs, fellas. 34-31? We only won by 3. I mean, at least we won, but still, like, come on. If we're beating Iowa on the road by 25, then we should be beating Wisconsin at home by a decent amount. So now we're 8-1. Big Ten Championship should be a lock. It should be a lock. 4 in a row. 4 in a row, my guys. I take it. Trent Frazier is a beast. When DeMonte is good, he'll get experience. We have an Udoka as a weekend on the come-up. Samba Kane. Probably not as good as Udoka, but maybe pretty good. Udoka's going to be our only starter returning next year. He did come back, thank goodness, because we lost everyone else. At Minnesota, this should be easy. Watch us lose like 34-28. I just have a feeling we're going to lose. I don't know why. Come on, beat Minnesota. This should be light work. Light work. Light work. Okay, 45-28. Cool. But Kansas is a little better than Illinois. Just a little. Probably more. Alright, so now we're 9-1? Yeah, 9-1. We're pretty good. Every time I think of Minnesota, I think of Mr. Hurricane. Yeah, when you think of Minnesota, Mr. Hurricane is certainly one of the first things that pops in your mind. Because obviously, 10 years. What did he do? 10 years? I only did 5 of Illinois. And Illinois was like everyone's favorite series, and it was mine too, not gonna lie. Playing with Eric Fisher was fun. I'm definitely gonna miss it. Alright, Purdue, this should be easy. This should be easy. 55-10. 56-24. I almost got the offensive points right. But we are scoring a lot of points, just like last year. Because last year, I think there was like one game we didn't score 30. And that was the loss to Ohio State, and we scored 28. So, I think we have one game left, which was against Northwestern. That should be easy. We should blow out Northwestern. I guess RMP just subbed. Alright, Northwestern, this should be easy. Whenever I hear of Minnesota, I think of big centers on their basketball team. They always big men. Like, what's his face? Reggie Lynch, Jordan, whatever his last name is. Did Reggie Lynch get, like, expelled for something? I think he did. We lost to Northwestern! Are you kidding? We're blowing out teams, but we lose to Northwestern? What? What is this game? Oh, dear. Well, there goes our natty hopes to Northwestern of all teams. Could have at least been someone relevant, but it had to be Northwestern. Northwestern. I wonder what RNP thinks about that. Oh, dear. Restart. Why Northwestern? Yeah, we did have 2 losses and won the natty, but that's at, like, the last game of the year, so it is pretty unlikely. But the first time we won the national championship, we did have 2 losses, but we need a lot to go our way to make it. Because the year after, we had 2 losses in the regular season, and we only made the Rose Bowl, and we ended up losing that to USC when USC got their revenge. Okay, so how long did the season take? Like, 25 minutes? Probably like what I expected. Alright, I'd like to get 3 seasons done in this stream, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna simulate 5. I just don't know how much I'm gonna do today. 2 or 3 or 5. Not entirely sure. But I think the whatchamacallit, the CP is doing good with recruiting. Probably better than me, wink wink. Big Ten Championship, we probably made it anyway. I would think. Probably against Ohio State. Lovie Smith is level 31. Ryan Horn is 22. Okay, so we get some more commits. That's good. A bunch of commits. So this obviously was not just this week. Finalists for the Heisman. Okay. Okay, David, or Darius Shrub, I guess. Alright, we're number 6. Ohio State went 12-0. Oh, dear. We're going to get our butts whooped. Did Miami go 12-0? Nope. Army went 12-0, though. So, of all teams, the Army... What should we call them? Black Knights. Then Northwestern was number 4. Are you serious? And they still lost 4 games. Like, this game is cheesing. This game is hating. So, Army's number 2, Northwestern is number 4. Someone give me some help. Heisman watch. David Barrett is number 1. Would you look at that? 3,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, almost 1,000 rushing yards. Eric Fisher was better, but nice job, David. Maybe they'll give it to you. Maybe the game doesn't hate me, it just hates Eric Fisher. That's what it could be. Darius Shrub, number 8 for Vidoke Walker. We won't have a Mackey Award winner. No, I want to see who's Remington. Not Kyle Red. Sad music in the background. Alright, so just pretty much David Barrett looks like he's been low-key carrying. TJ Miller for best kick returner. Okay, TJ. Replacing Melvin Washington. Alrighty, so hopefully David Barrett wins Heisman. I guess it's because Eric Fisher didn't have a lot of rushing yards, but that's because of sacks, which, once again, makes no sense. Like, I don't know how a sack counts as rushing yards. Like, in the first Westlake game, which isn't a spoiler because it already went on YouTube, C.J. Clifford had, like, negative 80 rushing yards because he got sacked, like, a gazillion times. Focus, camera. Focus. Alright, so it looks like we're going to make the Sugar Bowl. Did we win? Did we beat Ohio State? And then Ohio State's quarterback will somehow still win the Heisman? It's not like that's ever happened before. Oh, wait a second, it did. Because this game hates Eric Fisher. Come on, David, win the Heisman. Win the Heisman and then declare for the draft so we can start John McTaggart. David Barrett wins the Heisman. Nice. So this game doesn't hate Illinois, it just hates Eric Fisher. In the Capital One Bowl against Kentucky, so I guess we did lose to Ohio State. David Barrett also wins the Maxwell and the Davey O'Brien Award. Okay. Nice job, David Barrett. So what's our final ranking? What did it say? 10? Yeah. How are we doing with recruiting? What is our class number? Damn, number 8. Nice job, CPU. Better than me. Alright, who have we gotten? Crappy center. Very solid athlete. Another very solid athlete. Middle linebacker. Athlete. Center. Cornerback. Outside linebacker. Middle linebacker. Safety. Linebacker. Okay, so we've gotten a bunch of scrubs and also a bunch of pretty talented players. So hopefully we beat Kentucky. No, I don't want to see the recruiting tutorial, no. I also don't want to exit from Dynasty either. Because then all of this progress would not be saved. Do we beat Kentucky? Is it going to tell me? Of course it's not going to tell me. Of course it's not. I think we should beat Kentucky. We're better than them. We're good. They're not as good as us. Not saying they're bad. They've actually been really good in this Dynasty. We also play them in Westlake, so Kentucky's like the only somewhat decent team on the second half of Westlake's schedule, and then the first half is like impossible. Utah, UCF, not Illinois, Indiana, and Tennessee are all in the first half. I mean, Tennessee will probably just blow it, like, let's be real. That should be a win, even though it's at Tennessee. And then the second half, we play scrubs like Central Michigan, Old Dominion, and Texas State. We scored 61 points in the bowl game. Holy schnitzerdoodle. Now Tennessee sucked and they fired Butch Jones. But we dropped 61 on Kentucky. Dang. That's nice. In a bowl game, scoring 61. You're a fan of Tennessee, but dang. Sucks so bad. Oh, Tennessee. All they're there for is to look good and just disappoint. Oh, yeah, Tennessee doesn't like Kentucky. Capital One Bowl champions. By scoring 61. That blows my mind. Like, David Barrett must have, like, been a man on a mission. Alrighty, we're nearing the hour mark, and we're also done the first season of simulating. Alright, CPUS recruiting. Glad you beat Kentucky. We didn't just beat them, we slaughtered them. Wait, what? Oh, contract extension. Okay, good. I thought, because they just gave me a contract extension, so why would they fire me? Seeing how Tennessee can't do it. Alright, finish out number 8. Okay. That's not bad. Players leaving. This is the only real part of why I've done this stream. Players leaving. So we've had 2 first-round picks so far in Eric Fisher and Melvin Washington, and that is it. But we're probably going to have a decent amount of players get drafted. We just got to hope McTaggart and Rich Harris don't want to transfer. Just like Matt Brown just did. Or else that'll make me pretty sad. Pretty darn sad. Alrighty, fellas, moment of truth. Let's see. Favorite college team and favorite NFL team. Why would Darius Shrub declare to be a 7th round pick? That doesn't make sense. My favorite college team is Oregon, and my favorite NFL team is unfortunately the Lions. Kyle Jackson wants to declare. That is not good because he's going to be a starter next year with Claude Slaughter leaving. Undecided. Okay. 50 tackles. Okay. 13 sacks. Oh, come on. Penn State. All right. Kyle Busch, round 2. Daniel Barnes, round 3. Kyle Redd, round 4. Billy Ashley, round 4. Cedric Bailey, undrafted. Russell Richardson, Claude Slaughter, Eddie Greco, Tariq Brown, Sam Hunter, Lee Seals, Ryan Bass, Jonathan Hand, Anthony Norwood. Yeah, the Lions have nice jerseys. And then why would Darius Shrub declare to be a 7th round pick? Like, why not just stay and try to get higher? Yeah, exactly. 7th round pick. There's no point. You might as well. Yeah, the Lions definitely have nice jerseys. Yeah, sure. So, Illinois year 6. Even though we didn't play, it's still year 6. Year 6. Yeah, but the Lions definitely have clean jerseys. Certainly some of the better ones in the NFL. Without a doubt. Alright, so we've had 2 big players transfer this episode, and Matt Brown and Kyle Jackson, to teams in the Big Ten as well. So that's not good, because Kyle Jackson was going to start, and so was Matt Brown. Alrighty, Bush 2nd round, Barnes 3rd, Redd, and Billy Ashley 4th. Okay. So what we expected. Transfer results. Does anyone want to come here? Of course not. Alrighty, recruiting. CPU knows what they're doing. I'm confident. And then I'll do, like, position changes. I'll do the depth chart, because I know what I want to do with the depth chart. David Barrett didn't declare, though. That's surprising. He should have declared, because now he's not going to play. Because we're going to start John McTaggart. Recruiting. Actually, I'm just going to do it. Screw it. Okay. So. How bad do we want? Honestly, no. CPU can do it. I don't feel like worrying about it. CPU, you can have your fun. So I have a dynasty. I went into the offseason with a wide receiver. Went in recruiting with a 1,000 point lead with a 98% chance of committing. Put 5,000 points on and lost. Those suck when you're like so close but don't get it. $3:30 now. And we passed the hour mark 3.5 minutes ago. Alright, do those guys commit? Drum roll, please. Kids, drum roll at home if you want. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, we get Tim Wilson, Bo Smith, Eric Banks, Greg Ashley, Nick Turner. How many seasons? We're going to simulate we're simming 5 seasons. We might not do it all today because, like, we don't have that much time. So we're going to sim 5 seasons. Probably 2 or 3 are going to be on the stream. Or all 5 if we have time. Dang, CPU at number 5. Coming in clutch. Okay, so we get Eric Banks, Nick Turner, Tim Wilson, Bo Smith, Greg Ashley, Andrew Porter, Sam Wilson, Jared Nichols, and the rest is down there. Swell. Advance to position changes. Is David Barrett the best player? At a 99. I almost have to start him, but I don't want to. Athletes, Andrew Porter. He's an offensive lineman or a defensive tackle. We need offensive line more. So he's going to play center because our center just graduated. Sam Wilson. He can play quarterback. Is that it? That's the only position he can play? Oh, looks like you're just going to be a backup. Derek Dickerson, running back. Sorry, data out. So, basically, Kyle Busch was a second rounder. Daniel Barnes was a third rounder. Kyle Red and Billy Ashley were fourth rounders. So that's what you missed. And we'll probably do it again. Rip. Alrighty, Bo Smith. What are you good at? Safety. We don't need safeties. You're going to play corner. And also, I don't know if you saw it, but David Barrett won the Heisman. Even though Eric Fisher played better, David Barrett still looks like he had really good numbers, but Eric Fisher probably had better numbers. So, I don't know who I want to start. I think I want to start McTaggart. Is there other positions that David Barrett can play? Because I want to start John McTaggart. I want to see if he can get close to the records. 83 running back. Isn't he slow? Yeah, 80 speed. Yeah, no, I'll just keep him at a 99 because it feels like an 83 running back, but he wouldn't get drafted. And we don't want that. But we're going to start McTaggart just because I really want to. Hopefully he's like an 85. Already, David Barrett's still a 99. Darius Sharp, 97. Yeah, David Barrett won the Heisman somehow. Brent Charles, 95. Doug White, 94. Kyle Davis, 92. AO, 92. Landry, 92. John McTaggart, 83. Still going to start him. Red shirt, right? Perfect. Running back, Shrub, 97. Darius Young, 86. He's going to be the starter starting next year. Scott Mullins, 70. Davis, 92. Law, 91. Richard, 91. West, 88. Miller, 87. Dilly, 85. Rich Harris, 85. Harris is going to start playing next year. What's good, Chewy Jam? Welcome to the stream. Ben Joseph, he's going to be the franchise tight end, I guess, at an 80. Dan Hammond is not going to start. Probably someone else is going to start. Oh, geez. We only have 3 good offensive linemen again? Because we got that center? Oh, geez. This offensive line is awful. Doug White, 94. Landry, 92. Sean Johnson's going to be the defensive tackle. Or no, Kyle Webster is. You're lagging so bad, Rip. Dustin Smith, 89. Middle linebacker is a pretty ugly situation, but we do have some freshmen. Barrett Ball, 87. Paul Tyson, 90. Devin Rust, 85. Ryan Gray, 81. Joe Rooney, 84. Ace Gables, 88. James Fagan's barely going to play. And Brent Charles is going to have to kick and punt. Okay, we need special teams pretty badly. Because all we got is Brent Charles, and he's a senior. Do we need to cut anyone? Yes, we do. Start David Barrett. I want to start McTaggart, though, because I want to see if he can get close to all of our records that Fisher said. I know Barrett's better, but he's already a 99. He's already won a Heisman. He's not going to come anywhere. Okay, I guess this is our franchise punter, George Bright. I'll cut a few extra players. No, he's a 70. Because McTaggart, he's going to start 4 seasons. Barrett's only going to start 2. So I get that David Barrett is better, but... And he'll probably get us more wins this year. But I'm out here record chasing. You know? Evaluating players. It says every school except for us. It didn't say Illinois, which is kind of hilarious. Cutting players. 0%. 50%. Either 99 or 100 is about to come up on the screen, probably. Or maybe not. Alright, custom conferences I'm not going to touch. Once again, because I really don't care. So, I'm curious what our ranking's going to be. It's going to be like 17, probably. I guarantee it. Like, considering we're a 6-star school, you'd think it'd, like, be pretty high. But we go down every year, which is weird. It goes down from a record at the end of the year. Like, we obviously get worse, but so does every team. Alrighty, redshirting's going to be interesting because I barely know this team. Like, I barely know half of this team's players. Okay, we're number 4, so they actually listen to me. That's interesting. Alrighty, recruiting, CPU knows what they're doing. I trust. Redshirting. Sam Wilson, you're going to get redshirted and probably never play. Running back, Derek Dickerson, redshirted. Fullback, Ryan Jones. Apparently he's an All-American, and he's also getting redshirted. I'm not going to redshirt either of these two. Yeah, lag can be very annoying. Boom. No, we're not going to redshirt Fleming. Oh, we have Nick Webb, too. He's going to start somewhere. Yeah, I'll just redshirt these freshmen, honestly. This guy, Jim White. Yeah, we can just redshirt him, actually. Alrighty, there we go. Depth chart. Sorry, David Barrett supporters, which there might not be many, but John McTaggart is going to be the starter. David Barrett and AO are better than McTaggart, probably, but we're trying to experiment out here. That is... No, I want Rich Harris number 4. Yeah. Miller number 5, perfect. Can any of our receivers play tight end? Of course not. You're not starting. We'll put someone else at guard and then Fleming at tackle. Alright, Webb, Porter, Fleming. Perfect. And then the right side. Okay, I guess it can be Paris. And then Joseph Hodges. On defense, White, Landry, Webster. No, not... What? No. How do you record from my Xbox? I am not actually recording from my Xbox. I am recording from my iPad. It just looks good quality because I'm very misleading. Send him to week 5. See if McTaggart's doing well. If not, start David Barrett. That's actually a good idea. I actually like that idea. Like, if we're 2-2, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, we'll put Barrett in. Man, I want to play off some of these guys I've recruited, like Rich Harris, John McTaggart, Joe Rooney, Ryan Gray. I want to play with these guys so bad. Custom schedules, just out of curiosity. FCS, UConn, and Northwestern again. Yeah, Ace Gables is going to be like a 99 overall once he... Or no, he's not going to be 99. Maybe like a 95, 96 when he graduates. So that he'll probably be a first-round pick. I would assume. Alright, advancing to regular season. So hopefully we have another successful-ish season. 10-3, Capital One Bowl. Scoring 61 points in the Capital One Bowl. Pretty successful. Recruits. Because now that they're juniors, they could start declaring. But I don't think any of them are good enough to declare. I'll check, like, serious. Just because I don't feel like stressing myself. Where is it? I put it in notes somewhere where everyone went. Alright, here it is. Yeah, Western Kentucky, Georgia, and Syracuse got, like, some of the best. Alright, so I'll just check those teams quickly. Alrighty, so... Who would we be closest to? Probably Georgia. Or no, Western Kentucky and Syracuse. Already past Western Kentucky? There we are. Already, running back. Colonel Sanders. He's an 89 overall junior. Okay. Chicago went to Vandy. Nylons went to... Nylons went to Michigan State. Alright, Syracuse. Is Chewy Jam's player really good? 88. Yeah, he's probably not going to declare. Okay, so it doesn't look like any of these guys are good enough to declare for the NFL draft this year. Georgia middle linebacker. Yeah, 85. Just past Vandy Rip. Yeah, I don't think... Actually, is Shaquan good enough to declare? We'll check. Since you want to see Shaquan's stats, I might as well show him. No, not. Utah State. Alright, Shaquan is an 86 overall. He is now a full-time starter. And last year, I guess he was the backup. But now he is officially starting. Alright, so McTaggart is starting, right? Perfect. We'll sim a few weeks, see how he's doing. And if he's playing terribly, then that's tough. And he will be benched. Alright, we'll sim to week 6. We'll let him play 3 games. I think this will probably be the last season I sim. E. Hodges signs with Illinois, whoever that is. Jaquan Goat behind Ace and Eric Fisher in this universe. There are a few other goats in this universe, but not too much higher than Shaquan, Ace, and Eric Fisher. Alright, we should blow out FCS. If not, then David Barrett is immediately hopping into the starting lineup. If it's like 41 to 35, then that means McTaggart did good because he scored 41, and that just means the defense slacked. But this should be a blowout. If we score less than 40, then I'm going to be disappointed in John McTaggart. 63 to 10. Okay, that's not too bad. 63 points ain't too bad. 2 more than what we scored in the Capital One Bowl last year against Kentucky. So that means John McTaggart probably threw for 5 touchdowns. So he's pretty good. Heisman as a freshman. B. Kilpatrick signs with Illinois. So the CPU is a better recruiter than me. I mean, I made Lovie Smith a max out recruiter. Claude Slaughter, Doug White, Darius Shrub. They're all goats as well. And Doug White and Darius Shrub both will probably be high draft picks. Claude Slaughter got undrafted, which didn't surprise me because he was like a 3-star recruit. Who, when we got him, he was like a 65 overall. He was the very first player who signed with us in this series, too. And he ended up being really good for 1 year. But he was still good. Hopefully Doug White production goes up. Because last year it looked like he was terrible. Miss Claude Slaughter, that name is straight up savage. I think Clemson in the same universe had like their quarterback was named Charles Slaughter. Which I found kind of funny because it was C. Slaughter. And then, like, when you see the Heisman thing, you see C. Slaughter, and you're like, Claude Slaughter is in the Heisman candidacy, or whatever. Oh, shoot. Nothing was exposed. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear golly. Did it show? I'm curious. Did it show? I covered it up pretty quick. Alright, we beat Michigan 30-31, so it looks like John McTaggart's doing pretty good. You saw it? Oh, jeez. Rip in the chat, fellas. R.I.P. I'm going to check after to see how bad it was. I'm probably not going to, like, unlist it or anything. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, good. Because face reveal at 1K. Oh, shoot, I got to make the camera better. That looks beautiful. Okay, there we go. Me was trolling. Alright, if we beat Michigan State, then John McTaggart is a legend. Come on, Johnny boy. Better than Eric Fisher? I mean, Eric Fisher lost the second game of his career. John McTaggart didn't. And John McTaggart beat Michigan. Eric Fisher lost to Missouri for crying out loud. But Eric Fisher is 2 natties. He's pretty good. Oh, jeez, we got our butts kicked. What will the 500 sub specials be? Alright, so one of them's going to be that music video. I think I mentioned it earlier. That's going to be in probably 2 weeks. I want to have a Q&A this week. And I kind of want to do something else. Start David Barrett. I mean, John McTaggart did do pretty good the first 2 games. It's just our defense allowed 52 against Michigan State. So I'll let him start against Louisville. Actually, we'll check his stats first. If his stats suck, then David Barrett's starting. I just want to see Eric Fisher's records be somewhat approached. He's probably not going to break any. I mean, 21 points isn't terrible. You're not going to be good every game. But I'm not too worried as long as his stats are good. If his stats suck, then, you know, sucks to suck. Is Matt Brown a redshirt junior now? No, he's a redshirt sophomore. Okay. So hopefully we beat Louisville. I think I simmed up to this point, so is it going to have us play Louisville? Or did I stop simming? Okay, I didn't. 84 overall kicker, so it looks like we have a kicker of the future. That's good. Matt Brown equals Benedict Arnold. Matt Brown is such a traitor. He was going to start, and then Kyle Jackson the next year, he was going to start, but then he transferred. 89, that's not a good sign. 684, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. 4 rushing touchdowns. I mean, David Barrett's 5 for 12, but 40 yards of play. I mean, John McTaggart is 89th because we had 2 bye weeks the first 5 weeks of the year. So that definitely could be part of a reason. We'll give him 1 more week. If he sucks, then we'll go with Barrett, and if not, then we'll stick with Johnny Boy. For 550 special, do the worst players in all. That's a really good idea. Keem Manson, Cody Miller. Okay, we win 28-19. Okay. I'll play him for a few more weeks. Because 28 points on the road is not too bad. Against a quality team with a pretty quality middle linebacker. Who should be on our roster. But who else would I do? Keem Manson, Cody Miller, young Kyle Busch, because as a junior he was really good. Before that he sucked. Defense won that game. Man, you're hating on John. Like, 28 points is not too shabby. Like, John McTaggart is not that bad. I mean, I get David Barrett's at 99 and just won Heisman, so I see where you're coming from with that. But I just want to start the youngster, the young pup. Throw him out in the wild. Eric Fisher scored 45 points, but Eric Fisher did that when he was a senior. When he was a freshman, he probably... I don't remember any of the scores when he was a freshman. We'll compare his stats to freshman John McTaggart's stats. Eric Fisher threw, like, 3,000 something yards, 26 touchdowns, and 10 picks. Thinking of doing a Team Builder Dynasty. Should I? Yes, it's very fun. I just started one a couple days ago, and it is fun. It is also a grind, so just be prepared if your team sucks. Number 4. Okay, cool. I guarantee you Herb Street's going with Notre Dame. I guarantee it. Oh, it's going with us. Cool. So I'm going to sim 3 more games. Past UConn. If we lose 2 of them, and there's 1. I mean, 28 points, once again, isn't bad. But if we lose one of the next 2 games, then I'll go with David Barrett. And I think we're playing on Iowa in the road, and they're like a top 10 team, so maybe. Need some names. Number 4, yeah, we lost to Michigan State 52-21. RMP, think of some good team builder names. I know, like, a couple months ago when I had that, like, vote, you thought of some good names. Oh, for custom recruits. Oh. Well, you can just do anything. like Bob Jackson or something creative. There was this one cornerback who I made as like a custom recruit. His name is Ash Jakar, which is very creative, and he can play a gazillion positions. Like, his worst rating on defense is cornerback, and I made him a cornerback, which is funny. He'd be better at D-tackle, and there's a good chance he's going to commit to Westlake, hopefully. But we're only 2 weeks in, so anything's possible. Okay, we beat Iowa, scoring 45. Good sign. John McTaggart scoring 45 against a top 10 Iowa. Yeah, Alaska Christian University Huskies. That's a pretty cool name. Light blue, gray, white. I think those colors make sense for a team called the Huskies from Alaska. Yeah, I don't know who to do for my next team builder, but I certainly shouldn't be worrying about that since we just started one this week. So I'm not too worried. I've been thinking of mascots in the back of my head, but at the same time I don't want to worry about it because that's not going to be for a while. Because we're going to do 7-8 years at least in Westlake. At least. We're going to do 8 seasons at least with Westlake. Probably more. Alrighty, we should... oops. As I was trying to say, I can't say it. UConn should be light work. There we go. I was having trouble speaking English. Alright, this should be light work. If we lose to UConn, I don't even care if we score 100, then John McTaggart's going to get cut. Okay, I'm a liar. He's not going to get cut, but it's going to be ugly. Oh, okay. I simmed. Oh! Okay. So we'll take another look at McTaggart's stats. What is our ranking? We are number 10. Okay, UConn's 1-5. We should probably win. "92nd, that's not a good sign. Oh dear, only 200 passing yards a game? I mean, he's only a freshman, so we don't want to be assuming. I put it in for the RCAA server, but recently I'm not doing them yet. He made a completely sucky team name and totally copied ACU. Yeah, you really want David Barrett to start. Shrub looks like he's playing really well. I don't know. I just really want to start McTaggart. He's an 86. He's going up like 3 ratings this year. He started as an 83. Looks like he likes Kyle Davis a lot. Eric Fisher did too. Sacks. Why is no one getting sacks? Doug White got 2.5 and now he has 1. Doug White, what has happened to your career, guy? We're gonna sim past or to this. Minnesota's number 8. Okay, we only scored 31. I mean 31 is a good amount, but I would have liked a little more against UConn, but that's not terrible. I think David Barrett will probably still be a high draft pick, so I don't think we need to start him for that purpose, hopefully. He started 1 year and he won the Heisman. Start David Barrett against Minnesota. That might be for the better. Unless John McTaggart is, like, balling out, then maybe we do that. And if we lose, then RNP, you're getting heat. Alright, Nebraska, we should win at home, and they're not ranked. Come on, this should be light work. John McTaggart, light work. Light work, Johnny boy. Light work. Is TJ Miller a redshirt senior next year? No, he's a redshirt junior. So he'll have 2 years of starting. Alright, 45 points. That's pretty good. Against a very respectable program. But Eric Fisher started every game of his career, so I sort of want to do that with John, but at the same time, like David Barrett's a 99, John's an 86. That's a big difference. Well, 13 points. Yeah, 13 points is a pretty big difference. We might just have to start AO because we can't really decide between John and David, so we might just have to start AO. Just for random guy. AO's never started a game. And he's like a 92 overall and he's a senior. He had like the most wasted college. No, David Barrett's college career was debatably even more wasted. Johnny Boy, David Boy, AO all. I bet AO could beat them in. Okay, here's this. Kenyon Becourt, between those three, AO would probably whoop them. AO should start 49 against Wisconsin. I think we have to start John after that. 45 against Nebraska, 49 against Wisconsin. I don't even know if Eric Fisher would do that. I mean, Eric Fisher could probably score 30 in the first half blindfolded, but that's besides the point. Oh, wow, it's almost 4. Gee whiz. I'm going to stay confident, and I'm going to start John. We've only lost 2 games. Johnny Boy will choke. If Johnny Boy chokes, then we'll start David Barrett for the rest of the year. And if not, then Johnny Boy start him the rest of the year. That's what we're going to do with Minnesota. It's the defense. I mean, we scored 49 against Wisconsin. And they scored 10. So I would say it's more both sides. Because 49 points is a lot of points. Like, even if the defense scored 2 pick sixes, that's still pretty good. Minnesota's still number 8? Or did it just, like, you know, I don't know how to say it, but RNP is always right. Octagonal's usually right, too. So, defense can score, too. I don't think the defense scored 7 touchdowns, though. Like, that's a bit ridiculous. I mean, who knows? Maybe they did, but I doubt it. I mean, our offense is on a roll, so don't fix anything that ain't broke, I guess. Level 33. Brian Pruitt, Cedric Ford, Martin Ricks. Okay, so it looks like the CPU is not doing as good. 2,000 rushing yards already? I was barely able... I don't even think I did 2,000 anyway in 14 games. Minnesota's number 7. We're number 4. Harp Street's picking us. RNP's YouTube channel sucks. Octagonals is great. If we win... I don't care if we win 3-0. John McTaggart is starting. If we lose 61-64, David Barrett starting for the rest of the year. That's what we're doing. 34-17. John McTaggart starting. Octagonal is always right, kids. John McTaggart is starting for the rest of the year. 34 points against the number 17 in the nation. The one time RNP wants Illinois to lose, they win. And the many times RNP wants Illinois to lose, or I mean, the many times he wants them to win, they lose. It was at home. I mean, yeah, but Minnesota's a top 10 team. So, beating a fellow top 10 team is pretty good. If we win out, then we could very well make the Natty with John McTaggart. And if we win the Natty, then I might have to make a diss track. No, just kidding, but still. If we win the Natty, then start using that. Start using what? Starting John McTaggart? Oh, me being right? And you being wrong? Oh, I see. You want Illinois to... You're going to root against Illinois, and then they're going to go 12-0. Oh. Does that mean I should root against the Lions, and then maybe we'll be relevant? Go, Packers, go. That feels wrong saying, but I mean, if it works, it works. Go Packers, wink, wink. I mean, that just feels a little weird saying. Just how I do it for the finals. I'm guessing you were rooting for Cleveland. And J.R. Smith drank a little too much Henny at halftime. Alright, we have to be number 3 or number 2 after winning. Number 3, yeah. I don't care what happens. John is starting the rest of the way. I have put my 37-16. I mean, Purdue is pretty terrible, but that's still pretty nice. 37 points. That's still a lot. PUBG. Wow, that is desperate. I'm very curious to see our points per game and compare them to... I think Eric Fisher's last year, the last year we played... It's a meme, just like my life. Eric Fisher's last year was around 45. M. McIntosh signs with Illinois. I hope he's good. So we're 9-2. We have one game left. I think it's against Northwestern again. And Northwestern has been pretty good in this save. They're unranked now. Come on, just beat Northwestern. Don't lose again. Using ACU, what I'm going to say, Alaska University at Cold Bay. That's pretty cool. David Barrett and Ayo's careers were wasted. Ayo's was definitely wasted. David Barrett's was wasted, but at the same time, he did start a year and he won Heisman. So his wasn't fully wasted, but Ayo's was, like, wasted just like my life making YouTube videos. Oh, shots fired. No, that's not right. That's not right. We lost to Northwest. I don't know. I mean, David Barrett lost to Northwestern too, so now they're even. There you go. David Barrett would have lost that game. So now we can't win the Natty again because of Northwestern. Ay, ay, ay. We could have won the Natty 3 years in a row. But because of Northwestern here, we can't. Can you cuss? Feel free. I would like to cuss as well right now. Feel more than 3. I low-key want to, too. Oh, jeez. 21-35. So, if David Barrett played, who knows? Very curious about RMP's next thing. Alright, so 9-3 again. No conference championship because Northwestern likes to beat us. Oh, wow, it was tied and then we choked in the fourth quarter. That's nice. That's just nice. John McTaggart, 49. That's not too shabby. That's better than it was earlier. David Barrett, 1 touchdown. What will RMP say next? I'm very curious. So, 2,603 yards, 22 touchdowns, 11 picks, and then rushing the ball. So true. John McTaggart, 808 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns. Wow, I've never seen RMP say so many cuss words in a sentence. RMP is like the last person to cuss. How high was Darius Shrub? 39th? That's not bad. Kyle Davis, 51st. Isaac Parker, 100th. That's the only thing I could come up with. That's not too shabby. James Landry, 28. Barrett Ball, 5 picks for Barrett Ball. Dang. And then kicking Brent Charles, what is he, like a 94 by now? 46 yards. I'm going to take a screenshot just because it's funny. Don't worry, I won't show your parents, wink wink. Alright, Lovie Smith is now a level 10 game manager. Man, everyone hates Northwestern, and for good reason. Oh, maybe we will make the Big Ten Championship. It's week 15. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. John McTaggart, Big Ten, well, I think we will. We beat Iowa and Minnesota. We lost, all 3 of our losses were in conference, I think. Northwestern, Michigan State, and we lost to someone else, but I forget. No, Northwestern isn't in our conference. Those soft kitten buttholes with a W. I almost said the word, but yeah. I'm staying family friendly, but after that, I really don't want to. After that, I just want to, like, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to make sure we play Northwestern again next year in Senior Day. Or I don't even think that was Senior Day. I think that was at Northwestern. I know the first time it was. I don't know about this year. Keon Brown commits. That makes me happy. Finalist for the Heisman. Is that John McTaggart? If John McTaggart's a finalist for the Heisman, then I'm going to dab. Sometimes you got to say bleep. That team, It just said we had a Heisman finalist. New Mexico State. Would you look at that? Our old buddies. 103 points much? Alright, so 9-3. We're going to make an okay bowl, but nothing special. Capital One Bowl again? We just made it last year. I mean, I wouldn't mind making it again. We scored 61 points against Kentucky, so... I mean, and David Barrett's final start, wink wink. David Barrett probably would have done better than John McTaggart. We probably would have won 10 or 11 games. But, at least we're going to be a little closer to those records. But, I mean, let's be real. Eric Fisher's records are pretty unbreakable, especially touchdowns. Like, I don't think any Illinois quarterback will ever break that, let alone any quarterback ever. I love how in Drayden's video it says all profanity will be censored by weird farm animal noises. And the next second he says bleep and it's not censored. I hope it's not the Capital One Bowl since we were just there, but at the same time, it would be fun to score another 61 with Big Johnny. Alright, Aaron Jones of Navy with 2,015 rushing yards and 67 receiving yards wins the Heisman. Swell. Outback Bowl against Kentucky again! So we're not going to play in the Capital One Bowl, but we're going to play Kentucky again instead. Barrett Ball went to the Bednarik Award. Wow. And the best linebacker. Navy always does well. So Barrett Ball apparently has not done too bad with me simming. I'm like, oh shoot. Oh shoot, it's on 10%. Okay, this is going to be the last season of the stream, because, let's get it. Because my iPad's on 10%. Alright, hopefully we whoop Kentucky's behind. Another 61-pointer? Come on, 61 more points. We whooped them last year, so hopefully we whoop them this year. And it looked like they were doing worse this year. They were 6-6. Come on. Come on. Easy win. Light work, light work, light work. I will do another stream, though, to continue. So, don't worry. I'll have another stream like this next weekend, probably, because we're still not done. We still got to go over John McTaggart's the rest of his career. Did we win? 2 years in a row beating Kentucky? Hopefully. Hopefully we can drop another 61. That'd be fun. I'm going to put New Mexico State on the schedule next year, too. Okay, not quite 62, but 55 is pretty nice. TDC, J-Speed. Why did he change his name? Like, what does TDC even mean? Okay, so not quite as good as John McTaggart or as David Barrett did against Kentucky, but 55 points ain't too shabby itself. Let's go, Kentucky. So 2 years in a row, we whoop Kentucky. What is J Steven streaming? Let's see. I don't even see it. Rip. I mean, it makes sense that he put his last name out, but still, it still says JSB. So. Oh, he's streaming Fortnite solos. Or Night Fort. Darius Shrub has broken Kendrick Foster's record for the most career rushing yards and the most rushing touchdowns. Oh no, Kendrick Foster didn't even have the rushing yards thing. Kyle Davis breaks Jackson Kelly's most receiving yards in a career record. And we won the Outback Bowl. It would be very cool if it was played in Australia. Especially with my Australian accent. If we ever made the Outback Bowl, like, when we played, then let's just say I'd be announcing that game in my Aussie accent the whole game. Today, hopefully, Yusuf White locked us out. That is pretty tough. Ranked top 5 in points per game. John McTaggart for you. First team All-American. Probably Shrubber Davis. Or no, Barrett Ball, because he, like, dominated. Alright, a bunch of stuff. 8 touchdowns. That's pretty solid. John McTaggart scored more touchdowns as a freshman than Eric Fisher. Boom, there you go. That says something. That shows progress. I mean, Eric Fisher scored 50 plus his last 2 years, but still, oh, he didn't. I thought it said he had 26. Like, before the Big Ten Championship. I guess not. He had more rushing touchdowns. Oh, no, Eric Fisher had 10 rushing touchdowns as a freshman, too. But just, obviously, more yards. What a career vote for Darius Shrub. Most rushing yards and most touchdowns in Illinois history, running-wise. Hopefully, he's a high draft pick. Check our custom recruits. That might be a good idea. That, because they're now juniors, they've had 3 years of eligibility, or redshirt sophomores, because most of them got redshirted, like Mr. Carter. So we'll go through all the teams with custom recruits Hopefully my iPad doesn't go to 5% in the near future. Alrighty, so we'll start with Boise State, because I think, yeah, Boise State's, like, the highest, like, letter, B. Because I don't think anyone committed to a school of A. Or higher than BOI. Lovey Smith, level 34. What is our final ranking? 8 again? Alright, wow. Okay, so, players leaving. Why do players want to transfer when they're about to start? This is triggering me. 3 years in a row. David Barrett, round 1. Matt Richard, round 2. Darius Shrub, round 2. James Landry, round 3. Kyle Davis, round 4. Quayshawn Law, round 4. Dustin Smith, round 5. Brent Charles, round 7. What about Doug White? Doug White goes undrafted? Are you serious? That's very surprising. AO also goes undrafted. And then Paul Tyson and Joseph Hodges want to declare. Joseph Hodges is going to be a 6th rounder. That makes no sense. Thank you. Paul Tyson, round 3. Okay. Round 1 pick. Yes. Alright, so this year we're getting a bunch of draft picks. Which is fun. And that's probably going to be the theme for the next couple seasons. What is it? Year 8? Year 7. So then we have year 8, year 9, and year 10. I spelled Illinois wrong. Rip. Illinois. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I typed in 8. For whatever reason, I thought it was 8. Oh, dear. Alright, so let's check those custom recruits. Lag. Rip. Alright, he's going to UCLA. That's dumb. Alrighty, Boise State with Cannon Bros commit. Is he going anywhere? No. Why don't we... Actually, no. Why don't we just go by roster? Or stats. Okay, that works. Alright, Boise State at quarterback. So, Cannon Bro is still not starting. He has not started yet. But it looks like he will finally start this upcoming season. Alright, next up, alphabetically, is Georgia. With linebacker Will Bryant. And it looks like he is starting. Or maybe he's not. Alright, next is Iowa. And that is quarterback Tyson Yuma, who is starting. 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions as a junior. Alright, after that is Iowa State with wide receiver Usain Bolt. And it looks like he hasn't done too much. He's only a 73. When you quit streaming, I'm going to be bored. I'm probably going to stop in like 10 minutes. So much lag. Catch it later. See you. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by, RNP. Already, Kent State is next. Then they have Hank Harrison as safety, who I wanted. Alright, thanks for watching, Young Cat. Alright, H. Harrison. Alright, he has a career total of 2 interceptions and 47 tackles as a junior. Next is Michigan State, which is Greg Terry, wide receiver. And it looks like 519 yards, not too bad. In his first year starting. Did not get redshirted, though. After that is Quentin Fisher, Eric Fisher's brother, from Oklahoma State at defensive tackle. Dang, Kevin Triplett looks like a pretty good player. And it looks like he is getting some playing time. 2.5 sacks. So not too bad. Alright, next is Tennessee? No, Syracuse. And there are 2 players for Syracuse. First is Ben Nice, quarterback, and he 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It looks like he took place for the injured Michael Davis. And wide receiver Chewy Jackson, almost 1,000 yards. It looks like he's getting some nice playing time for the Qs. Tennessee, Connor McCauley hasn't played too much, but he made All-American somehow. He played more as a freshman, believe it or not. And then next is Western Kentucky, and that's it? No, Vanderbilt for Shaquan. And then Western Kentucky, and then that'll pretty much end the stream. Okay, so that's his receiving stats. 942 yards, 9 touchdowns. Pretty solid season for Mr. Shaquan Carter, an All-American of some sort. And Western Kentucky, Colonel Sanders, 956 yards and 10 touchdowns, 2008 in his career. Alrighty, so we did players leaving, transfer request, and then we will finish it. Alright, draft results. I think it's probably going to be what we saw. Yeah, David Barrett, round 1. Richard and Shrub, round 2. Matt Richard was a 94. Jeez. James Landry, round 3. Davis and Law, round 4. Dustin Smith, round 5. And Brent Charles, round 7. I don't know how Doug White did not get picked. Transfer requests. No one. So that'll do it. We will have a part 2 probably next weekend. Which one of these do I want to do? Big game. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. So this is not the series finale. We're going to have another part, and then that'll be the series finale. Peace.